Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tamara and I have a special guest on my channel today. And rock stars, I want to give the rock stars a special welcome because I know you're coming over here from Odetta's channel, right? Because we're doing the combo today, her channel then my channel. So Odetta, tell the people who you are for those who don't know you on this side.
Well, my name is Odetta and I'm her friend from way back when, as we would say in Jamaica. And my channel is Odetta Rocket Car. And if you have not seen that video yet, we did the first part of this video on my channel. And then we obviously hopped over to this channel. Yeah. Remember, there's a giveaway at the end.
There is a giveaway, guys. And I'll link Odetta's details below so you won't have to go searching for it. You can just click and you'll end up on her channel. So we're gonna be talking about side hustles, right? We're talking about our side hustles, which ones were hits, which ones were misses, and why. And at the end, like Odetta said, we have a giveaway for you. So let's get into the video.
All right.
Yep.
So I'm gonna start and I'm gonna talk about a side hustle where I sold tech products. Now this is back in the day, long before it was relatively inexpensive to make overseas calls, especially if you're living in places like Jamaica, in Africa, and other places in the Caribbean.
Expensive.
It was, yes, sorry, what did I say?
Inexpensive.
Inexpensive. It was very expensive,
yeah.
Thank you, Tamara, to make overseas calls. And what we offered was VoIP, or voice over IP, was just introduced. So we had these tools. It was a small box that we called a DTA box, and that box you just plug the internet in, plug in a regular home phone, and immediately you could call, I think it was 14 or 15 countries across the globe at $24.49 or something like that, about $24 US per month. Now this was compared back then to about $24 per minute to call anywhere from an international perspective. And the DTA box was one thing, but it also had a video phone, where this is, guys, almost 20 years ago. So you can imagine, this was long before we could do any FaceTime or Skype or do, as a matter of fact, videos didn't exist because there were no cell phones. I think there were cell phones, but it was the Razor. You remember the Razor, the flip phone?
Or the Nokia.
Or the Nokia. So there was no camera on phones back then. So you can imagine introducing technology into the market that allowed you, as long as the person had a video phone, to see them when you were talking to them across the globe. Now, we live in Jamaica. There are a ton of Jamaicans living in the diaspora. So this product naturally would sell here like hot bread because people wanted to talk to their families without any limits, and people wanted to see their families when they were talking to them. And all you needed was internet connection, which back then wasn't great either, but it was good enough to facilitate this conversation. And guys, it sold like hot bread. And then I got other people to come in and they were selling it as well, and I ended up going to several conferences in California and launching in different parts of the world, not just Jamaica, because of this initiative. And guess what? I was working as a vice president in a Fortune 500 company at the time, which kept me pretty busy, but I got this side hustle going. So for me,
hit or miss?
Hit. Big hit. Made a ton of money in US dollars back then, and also got an opportunity to learn a lot of things as I traveled to market this product. So let's move to
the next one. I'm up next.
Yes.
This side hustle, I never thought I would do, right? I was really kind of averse to selling things. You know, I didn't want to have to harass people to buy things. But then I had a new perspective about selling. If you're selling and people want to buy, well, then it's a win-win. So I decided to sell household products. So specifically, I sold rugs, I sold bed linen, I sold curtains, and I was just amazed at the profit margin. I couldn't believe it. So I had it shipped in, and then I sold to folks. I sold out of my home, or I met persons on the road and we did the exchange, whatever was needed. And this one
was a hit. And it was while she worked as an executive, doing a 9-to-5 job as well. Guys, I think that's so important for you to realize, because some of you will say, I don't have the time. I don't. These were demanding jobs that we had, but we refused to have one stream of income, because as I say on my channel, thou shalt not have one stream of income. So let's move to the next one.
Agreed.
So the next one was for me, and this one is, of course, selling my book, selling digital products and physical products on platforms like eBay and Amazon. And this is, again, one of them that I've been doing for a very long time. The digital products is more recent. The book is somewhat more recent. It's been a few years now. But the products selling on eBay, Amazon, and of course our own e-commerce platform now, which is Gopher, which, by the way, was a natural transition, and also selling in a brick and mortar, because we have a physical location where we sell products from. That's one location of a few that I'm about to announce, but selling all kind of products, whether it's household items, clothing, shoes, cosmetics, tech, gadgets, because we love those things. And this one has been a hit from way back in the day and continues to be a hit. And why I like it is it's somewhat passive. Because after you buy the products, then you put them out there. You only need to replenish your stocks, and they're selling on Amazon, and the margins aren't great on Amazon, but then the volume is good. So you're able to benefit in that regard.
So overall hit, you'd say?
Definitely a hit. All right.
Okay.
Back to you.
Of course. So this one is my favorite side hustle of all time. And if you watched my other videos, you already know this: real estate. So I invested in real estate and I became a landlord, which can have its challenges, right?
Yes, it does.
But fortunately for me, I think
because your properties were always new.
Yes.
So they didn't have the drama with older properties, right?
Not a lot of that. And then even getting the tenant, I think I was very blessed.
Yes.
I did get good tenants.
Yes, agreed.
So I was a landlord, and that was a hit for me.
Definitely. What do you mean a hit for you?
A big hit.
It was a millions of dollars hit, guys. She's so humble and so conservative. It made millions of dollars and has the potential to make millions more, because she continues. Look at this beautiful property that we're on.
I love it. And you know what I should say? Real estate is the only investment, in my experience, that I've done where I was able to literally double the investment.
Yes, that's a good point, because real estate has that potential.
Really. So I have been a landlord and I have sold real estate. I've bought and sold at double what I paid. And yes, that is saying I might not say it all, but the truth is, I think this is the biggest hit.
I think so
biggest
too.
hit. And I was doing this when I had my 9-to-5. So I was a senior executive in a company while I was doing this. So
and you know what, guys, whether it is Airbnb, whether you have your own property or not, or it is buying and selling, to Tamara's point, or being a landlord, real estate in most markets is one of those side hustles that usually works. Because even the appreciation of the property on
itself,
top of that is a huge thing.
Yes,
all right.
That's a big one.
So hit.
Big hit.
The next one is I sold skincare products, and I sold toothpaste that was healthy for you, because I don't know if you guys realize it. I want you to go check this after the video, not while the video is happening, but go look on the back of your toothpaste, and it will say that if you consume too much, you need to report to the hospital or it can be deadly. So I've always been into natural products, organic products, still am. So when I got this opportunity to sell all natural skincare products, toothpaste and everything. And I don't sell or promote things that I don't believe in. So of course I used it. I saw what it was doing to my skin. I felt much better knowing that my toothpaste wasn't poisoning me. And because I took it on that way, when I shared it with people, I was very passionate about it. And you would think it would be a hit, but I think I focused more on using it myself and enjoying knowing that it wasn't toxic, or I had stopped using toxic products, and I didn't do as much promotion, that is, so it was a big miss for me. It didn't make much money, but I guess my skin is a hit.
I think back then too, I think there's more emphasis now on organic products.
Yes, because this was years ago, guys.
It was.
And now I think so too. You're right. Because if we were talking now, you can use things that are non-toxic.
Yeah.
The market would be better.
Yes.
But it was definitely a miss because I didn't make much money. But I'm not gonna, no regrets. Just lessons.
But I bought your toothpaste though.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
You know what?
Yes.
She's always supported my hustles.
Yes.
Because that's what you do as friends, right? But support other people.
That's so important.
And the support is reciprocal.
Yeah.
What you give, you
what
get.
you get. Yeah.
That's correct.
All right.
All right. Next one is you. Wow, this is a big one.
Yeah. I invested in a meat shop, guys. So a store that we sold only meat, right? And this one it required a huge investment. I had a partner at the time that was a part of the investment, but this one did not go too well. This one didn't go too well. I underestimated the effort that it would take. It really needed a lot of effort to source meat and all of that. And whenever we had shortages, like in Jamaica, everybody's eating a lot of goat, right? And there was always a shortage that we were battling with, in terms of trying to source goat meat and that kind of a thing. It really became a very frustrating, and the business was not doing well. And so we wound it up. We kind of sold all the equipment. But huge lessons learned. I was glad I did it for the experience.
Yes.
Always. But just a tremendous miss, if I can say that. Yeah.
All right. And the next one is interior decorating, which coincidentally, she was my first client.
I was.
So that's another one I did. Guys, if you watch my channel, I'm into decorating interiors and exteriors. Yeah. And I want to think that I'm good at it, although my taste is very extreme because I love bright colors. And I believe in investing in your home because it's your haven, right? And I'll give you a little tour of Tamara's backyard when I'm done, if she'll allow me to. But I believe in that. So I love to help people to bring their indoor and outdoor space to another level so that they can experience it the real way. But you know why it was a miss for me? Because I realized that was a bird watching us just now. Yes. Really? Because I realized that whenever I asked somebody who I was going to do this with, and I said, you need to buy that and that, I'm going with my taste and I like nice things. And when I do the budget, it's sometimes not practical for that person to spend that much money. But I know sometimes if you cheapen out the thing, or if you make it too cheap, you don't get the right mix. But I've decorated space. We have decorated spaces with Bashko stuff.
Yes, of course.
Which is very inexpensive for those in Jamaica who know Bashko, or Walmart, or very inexpensive pieces. But you have to mix it with a more...
to get the right kind of effect,
yes,
right?
So you can't just cheap out everything. You have to do some inexpensive and some a little bit more expensive. So for me, it was a miss because I could not convince the clients, for the most part, to buy what I wanted them to buy, because sometimes it was too much out of their budget, which is understandable.
Yeah, it is.
Or it was extreme. But then, like I said, my friend was my first client, and we went shopping together, and we did a mix. Yes.
Yeah. And we went to Bashko.
Yes.
To make sure that our dollars, we were able to stretch it.
Yes.
Right. And we got some expensive pieces in between.
Yes,
some
to complement the space.
But It looked great.
Yeah.
Well, we had fun.
Yes, we did, but we made no money doing this.
Yeah.
And I don't think I had probably 1 or 2 more clients, but I ended up doing all of them for free.
Yeah.
Because by the time I convinced them to buy the stuff, then they didn't have any more money to pay me, but I enjoyed it, so I did it. So this was a huge miss for me. So we have a lot more, guys. Listen, it's a whole heap of things we do in our little lives. Well, I guess we're not that young anymore, but we have done a lot in our time, and this was all while working full-time jobs. And I can tell you this, our full-time jobs weren't compromised. We gave it. We won every award in those companies, whether it's, you remember President's Club when we went to Hawaii.
Always there.
We went to Mexico. Was it Cancun? Cancun. And that was, and we did Jamaica too.
Yes.
And that's because we won different awards in our company. So we were nailing it there, and we were nailing it with most of our side hustles.
Yes.
What does this say? There's absolutely nothing stopping you guys from doing this. So now we're at the giveaway.
Yes, giveaway time.
And
Giveaway time.
we want you, remember you needed to watch part 1 of this video on my channel,
Right.
Odetta Rocket Car, and then come over here and watch this.
Right.
So we want you to tell us one
Hit.
that's a hit for Tamara,
And one that's a miss.
and one that's a miss.
Yes.
Yeah, because we have to give them some more, because enough money we're going to give on,
Yeah.
So one that's a
and
hit.
a miss.
Yes, a hit for Tamara and a miss.
Yes,
And a hit for me and a miss. So we're going to pick 3 that comment below your channel.
Okay,
And the
yep.
probability is higher on her channel to
Yes.
win, because she has less subscribers right
I'm
now.
just gonna like them.
And 3 from
first
my
3,
channel, and we're
yes.
gonna give you each $100 US, either in Amazon gift voucher or PayPal.
PayPal.
So that's a total of $600 US.
Yes.
3 will be given on Tamara's channel and 3 on mine. Guys, you have been great.
Yeah, I love giveaways. It's a good way to end, right?
Yes, it is.
Thank you
So over to
much.
you.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. It was great spending time with you as usual, Odetta. And thanks to the rock stars that came over. Thanks to new viewers that may be here on my channel. Welcome. Please remember to subscribe and like both videos, right? Subscribe on
do.
both.
Yes.
And like both, right? That's all. That's all for now, guys. Take care.
Take care.